You are now watching the True Mets Talk podcast, talking New York Mets baseball 24/7, 365 with your host, CP.
With the shout to right field, stumbling start for Stewart. Drilled to deep left field by Alvarez, and that's going to go in 4 straight games for the second time. He's homered in 4.
What is up, Mets fans? It's your boy CP, and I'm back with another episode of the True Mets Talk podcast. It is officially time to put the offseason behind us, put spring training behind us, because New York Mets baseball is all the way back. Okay, maybe I lied just a little bit. It is March 28th, 2024, and as we all know, in New York, there's some inclement weather, so opening day has been postponed to tomorrow, but that's okay because it has given me enough time to drop this little episode talking a little bit about the 2024 New York Mets season preview, going into NL East standings predictions, the NL playoff picture predictions, the Brewers versus Mets opening series preview, and also, if you missed on the live stream last week, I am doing a CPNYSports channel merchandise giveaway. We Bleed Orange and Blue t-shirts will be sent. 2 winners have been chosen. We'll be going over that in the last slide here today. Like I said, it's going to be a very short video. Whatever we don't go over in this season preview, in this episode, we are going to be going over later on in the live stream. Talking Mets with Rob and myself are going to be doing a comprehensive season preview for the New York Mets later on today on the channel. Make sure you go check that out. It's going to be in the afternoon. We're going to be talking more about the reasons behind our projections, our predictions, and so much more. Tap in with us and make sure you download the PSF app, Pro Sports Fans, in your Apple Store, your Google Play Store, wherever you get your apps. Download that app, because Talking Mets with Rob and myself, if you like our collaborations on YouTube, we're going to still do them, but we're also going to be simultaneously streaming in the PSF app. Great sports app in general. If you're looking for all things sports, not just New York Mets, make sure you download it so you can keep up with all of our latest Mets content in there, in-game live streams, post-game live streams, all that good stuff. Okay, let's get into it. Here are my standings predictions for the NL East, as well as my encompassing National League playoff picture prediction. Obviously, in order, I have the Braves, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, and Marlins. And before you get after me, everything in my heart was telling me to put the Mets second in the NL East. I wanted to so badly, but the objective side of my mind couldn't wrap my head around doing so, especially with what we saw last year in 2023. Now, I'm not saying what happened in 2023 is going to impact the New York Mets in any way, shape, or form in 2024, but I still do think the Braves obviously have the edge in the NL East. I don't think they're going to win 100 games like they have done in seasons prior, but they are going to run away with the division pretty handily, and I still do think the Phillies finish with a better record slightly than the New York Mets. You can see here 88 wins for the Phillies, 85 wins for the Mets. I had the Mets at 82 to 83 wins before the JD Martinez signing, but since that signing, I really have gained confidence that they can be a mid to maybe even high 80s win team. 86, 87 wins wouldn't shock me, but anything north of that would surprise me for the New York Mets. So I have them finishing in third. And you can also tell on the right-handed side of my screen, I still do have the Mets making the playoffs, so please don't you worry about that. They are squeaking into the playoffs if I had to guess today on March 28th. Nationals and Marlins round out the NL East. A lot of people might be shocked at that as well. Why I'm picking the Nationals above the Marlins. Quite simple. I do not like anything of what the Marlins did this offseason. I know they had a pretty decent season last season. I understand that. I do think the Nationals are going to be better than anyone gives them credit for, especially with how young of a team they have right now. They are rebuilding, and I think they're doing so quickly. They got a lot of talent on that team, and I think they're going to surprise some people in 2024. So watch out for the Washington Nationals finishing with a 78-84 record, and I really don't have any expectations for the Marlins. That might be a hot take. I know the Marlins always play the Mets tough, and the Mets always play the Phillies tough. Anything can happen in professional baseball, but that is how my NL East is shaking out. Like I said, Please comment your thoughts and opinions down below on anything I'm saying in this podcast episode. I want to know what your NL East standings predictions are, what your playoff predictions are, and all that good stuff. So hit the comment section and hit that thumbs up. Do not forget to do that. Obviously, your division winners here at the top. Dodgers are going to be the only NL team in my mind to eclipse 100 wins at 103-59. We just talked about the Braves running away with the East at a 98-64 record. The NL Central is going to be between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs, if I had to guess. Now, I'm giving the Cubs the slightly upper edge. I honestly haven't been paying attention to anything in the NL Central, to be honest with you, so I don't know how that division is going to shake out. I really do think the Cubs run away with it, though. But then again, it would not surprise me if the up-and-coming Reds, who are also a very young team, surprised a lot of people last season, including myself, do get that division. I think the Brewers, who we'll talk about here in just a second, definitely got worse, whether it was free agents walking away or whether it was trades, injuries, all that good stuff. The perfect storm for the Brewers, especially with David Stearns taking a new position with the New York Mets, really is going to affect them in a not a good way. So I don't think there'll be a factor there. Arizona is a team that really has caught my attention. Now, like I said, I don't think they have enough firepower yet to compete consistently with the Dodgers over the course of 162, but they will still get to 90 wins. They surprised everybody last year coming out of the NL and being the NL pennant winners going to the World Series before inevitably dropping the World Series to the Texas Rangers, but they are going to turn some heads, and they had a hell of a offseason. Jordan Montgomery and Eduardo Rodriguez for that rotation. They got better offensively as well. Please watch out for the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are taking the first wild card spot, in my opinion. The Phillies and the Mets round it out. Like I said, I do give Philly that slight edge, but Mets fans, it's okay. We had an up and down roller coaster type offseason in terms of the content, but I'm here to tell you all the Mets are going to be just fine. Now, I can't have any guarantees that they officially get this wild card spot. This is my gut feeling. Things could go completely wrong, just as they did in 2023, but I'm not here to put that negativity in anyone's mind. I am so excited and pumped for this season, and I do think the Mets are going to turn some heads, so they are getting the last wild card spot in my prediction. Okay, in this slide, first things first, shout out to the winners of the CP New York Sports Channel giveaway, Jay Bergs, The Prez, and T-Mal1231. Whether you listen to this video and recognize that you're the winner, or you get a comment from me in the community tab, please, please, please follow up with me. I'm going to be reaching out directly to you. You all have won. You both have won a free We Bleed Orange and Blue CP New York Sports long sleeve shirt. Congratulations. Thank you for the support. I wanted to give back because the channel just reached 600 plus subscribers, and this is my way of showing you all my appreciation by giving back to you all. We'll be doing more giveaways on the channel, not just directly related to the shirt, but a whole lot of other prizes to be given away. Please keep rocking with me. I definitely appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel to not miss out on any future content. And you already know, We Bleed Orange and Blue channel members get this shirt directly, automatically for free once you sign up for the channel membership. So please go ahead and sign up. Okay, last order of business. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very short episode. I'm so excited for this season. And like I said, anything that I didn't cover today, make sure you go check out the live stream later today with Talking Mets with Rob and myself, because we're going to be going over the whole shebang in that live stream. Anything that I didn't cover here. Brewers versus Mets kicks off tomorrow on Friday. Obviously, like I said, the postponement. Jose Quintana gets the ball game 1. Then you have Luis Severino in game 2. I'll be at that game. I'm so excited to watch Luis Severino pitch. And you got Tyler McGill closing out the series. Plain and simple, there's no way ever that the Mets should be losing a series, especially this opening series, to a team like the Milwaukee Brewers. I just mentioned all the things that went wrong this offseason for the Brewers. Corbin Burns trade. Obviously, most recently you had the Devin Williams injury. They are a depleted team. The lineup doesn't look good. And honestly, I don't really even understand what's going on with their team outside of Freddie Peralta. Obviously, you have your mainstays in Christian Yelich, etc. But nonetheless, this is a team that the New York Mets should not be losing to. Jose Quintana starting us off, obviously with the Kodai Senga injury getting the nod. He is the veteran, set the tone for this season, and you have the guy that really is going to be the anchor of this rotation, especially while Kodai Senga is still injured. Luis Severino taking the rock on Saturday. So pumped to just watch Luis Severino. I truly do think he's going to be the Mets comeback player of the year. I am so excited. Like, can you tell how excited I am for Luis Severino? I've been talking about this guy all off season, coming off of one of his worst seasons in his career. Still in the prime of his career, he has everything left to prove on this prove it 1-year deal. If there was a dark horse for an MVP type candidate for the New York Mets, obviously you have your Lindors, your Alonsos, your Sengas, even your JD Martinez is coming into the fold. It has to be the dark horse that is going to win comeback player of the year in Luis Severino. I think that highly of him. I think that highly of his pitch arsenal. And I think that we are going to see an extended version of Luis Severino, and he's going to put it all back together, and he's going to be a re-sign candidate to fill in that 2025 rotation if you're the New York Mets. Obviously, you have Tyler McGill winning that rotation spot as well with the Kodai Senga injury going in that Sunday matchup. I'm so excited. We're going to be talking series preview on the Amazing Mets pregame show as well. I believe that's going to be on Friday on the channel. First one ever between Rob and myself. Please tune in. A lot of content on the channel coming your way. Like I said, Brewers and Mets are kicking off tomorrow. Woo! It's going to be a fun season. Keep rocking with me. I appreciate it. Let's set the tone early. Let's beat up on the Brewers this weekend, and let's ride into the season on a high note. Like I said, shout out to the channel winners, and shout out to everybody viewing this episode. This has been the 2024 season preview, a very short version of it. Like I said, we're going to be going into everything else on the live stream today, so make sure you check that out on the channel. It's been your boy CP. Until next time, keep rocking with me. A lot more content on the way. Peace.
Thank you for watching the True Mets Talk podcast. Make sure you're tapping on that notifications button and checking out all the latest content on the channel. Thank you.